What's up guys, YST here and welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today, we're going to be taking on the Brimstone Path in the Nightmare campaign for Mr. Mortimer Cab himself, who seems to be doing Peril 100% of the time, doing those block revives and absolutely annihilating us. Now of course, the Paragon cheese is a strategy that came to fruition years ago now, and that's pretty much what most players use to take down this final encounter. But don't worry, we're not going to be showcasing that today, but I did cover it in a video about a year ago, and I've been meaning to showcase a different strategy for the longest time ever, but I don't know, we're finally here, right? We're finally here. Because I know that the most annoying thing in this game is, you're going through all of these stages, I know that some of them are tedious as heck, you come up against the final stage and you're like, I just want to get my damn Sacred Shard and yeet that bad boy. So basically, let's talk about the fundamentals of Mortimer Cab, why he's so annoying, and then we'll break down the strategy that we're going to be speaking about today. So, Mr. Mortimer Cab, why are you such a pain? So, with the Peril, right, on the secret skill, he attacks one enemy 2 times and will ignore shield and block damage buffs as well as defense, and enemies killed by this skill cannot be revived. So, pretty much you get smacked up by this, you're getting put into the ground, and you can wave bye-bye to that 3 stars that you're trying to get. But basically, it all comes into fruition with this fiery rage because 20% chance to unlock the secret skill, which is of course the Peril, for 1 turn whenever he's attacked, and also has a 20% chance to fill the turn meter by 25%. So what we're going to be trying to do is not proc this whatsoever, and also show a variation of actually doing a bit of RNG, maybe hit him once, just to be like, oh, don't do the 20%, and then we're good to go. But I'll showcase all of that right now. So what the team is, we go back into the Nightmare campaign, is based off a champion that can protect your other ally and just get through the waves, which I'm going to be using Scylla the Drakes, who's free to obtain from daily login rewards. But you could utilize any kind of reviver or crowd control champion that can actually just survive the entirety of a fight, apart from the Peril, of course. And also you want to implement champions that can just place poison debuffs without actually hitting the boss. Now there is a bunch I'll be speaking about, but let me just go into a run example here. Now we can leave this on full auto, it's not a problem, we just click auto until we get to the boss itself. And as you see here, if we can manage to just place a decreased attack once with somebody like Dark Kale, who you can get from the Doom Tower secret rooms on the normal mode, he's a phenomenal champion. He's going to take a while to get, so I'll show some summonable champions you can get. But Dark Hill, really, really good. Maybe you've just not completed Nightmare campaign, you forgot about it for a while, and utilizing someone like a free champion, you might want to revisit it just to get your shard in. But we're doing a really good job here. I believe you have to do it in under 10 minutes in order to get a free star. But we'll check the exact time frame straight after this run. But let me know, guys, which kind of compositions did you use? Did you go for the Paragon cheese? Did you have any other funky teams out there? If so, I'd love to hear it in the comment section below. But also why Scylla the Drakes is so amazing is she does have a revive capability with ally protection, just so you're not wasting a bunch of resources, right? All right, we're coming through here. Let's play some more stuns. We've got a bomb on there. Unfortunately, we'll just bring them back for now. But there is times where it doesn't happen. When we're doing like manual phases, targeting who we want to hit and stuff. Man, this hay fever's getting to me today. It's like the pollen's just flying into my room. It's creeped through the window. Alright, we're not doing too bad here. We're just gonna finish them off here, and then you want to take full control once you come up against the boss. Now, why it's important to have single target champions, not area of effect, so AoE, like the A2 skill, which you could maybe get away with, don't get me wrong, and just be like, take a few attempts just to place the stun. But we're going to try and ping pong around this dude. I don't want to have any chance of that happening. Usually I'd be saving the poison skill here, just to make it a bit more effective. So he's died again. We're just going to bring him back. Alright. Do turn meter effects. So what we're going to do is place the poison debuffs, right? This is going to be phenomenal. And you can also risk placing the decreased attack if you wish so. And just pray that that 20% doesn't proc, which it didn't. And this will put you in a safe place where now all of these damage is coming on the inside, it's not going to deal a lot, so we're not dying all the time. So boom. See that? And then now we can just go nice. Ping pong around them, decrease speeds everywhere. There we go. If we do die from an Nephwi Blood Twin, that is not going to be good. But I've not put crazy sustainability on my Dark KO. But I'll show you some other champions that I've actually built in high defense and stuff. But you see here, we're just stacking debuffs and we're not triggering the passive because we're not actually hitting him. We did it in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I have had times where it doesn't actually, you don't die at all. Let's try this again. And I will be going into many champions, guys, showing a lot of examples. Not going to just leave you with Dark KO. But what I did for like more of a 100% team with Dark KO was putting defense percent boots on. Right now he's in crit rate gauntlets. He's got attack percent chest plates. He's got speed boots. So he's not tanky whatsoever. But of course, if you guys are trying to do this, you're going to be putting that champion in high sustainability, maybe even considering regen, so they've got a form of healing, apart from just the passive of Cylinder Drakes, right? So we're in a lot better place at this moment here. Not doing too bad. And boom. Now we're going to come through here. Stuns go out. We managed to stop that Nephwi Blood Twin there. So the RNG of that happening as well is going to be really unique or good. Whoop. Nice. And that decrease attack's really going to be one of the playing fields and keeping us alive here as well. In this particular build. So we've not had to bank on any revives as of so far in this run. More poisons. Alright, so from here, just going to take a bit of control now. Everybody's about to die. We're just going to ping pong all of these. There we go. Finish them off. Let's just try and get some heals out. And boom. So we should have our skill cooldowns this time. We're going to go poison first, just before the boss takes a turn. There we go. We're going to try that decrease attack again. Hopefully not proc the boss's passive, which we didn't again. So that's because it's only a single target ability, we don't have to really worry about that too much. That's not going to deal any damage because Cylinder Drakes has got a ally protection with her healing. Now we're just going to wait again. That decrease attack is never going to fall off before this boss is down. There we go. Keep the turn meters down as well. And you could risk it here. You could use the detonations on the A1. Let's try it. Boom. You're not going to proc the passive? Come on. There we go. That was a risky one. Of course, you could try different ways, but 2 minutes, 16 seconds, not too bad, right? Now, if we go back into here, we need to do 3 stars in less than 10 minutes with 2 or fewer champions. So let's try and get some different ones in here. So next up, we'll try Mr. Tomb Lord. Tomb Lord's a phenomenal champion because he places decreased attack, decreased defense, and he does turn meter reduction. And you could just place the poisons on the ads on the sides. You see this? So if you can imagine this against enemies, the Nephwi Blood Twin and the Crew Traxxer, you can basically just survive that onslaught and you'll be good to go. I don't know what builds I've got on these. We're going to have to go and check it afterwards, guys. There we go. Reduce the turn meters, more poisons. Let's take a bit of control here. Because he's not looking like he's built properly. Which is fine, right? As long as you can get through it, do it once, and then you can get back on your bike and finish off the rest. So let's just go decrease attacks. Really, really good. Get some stuns out. More poisons. Alright. Let's try not to get any kind of revivals here. Let's try to do it in a clean sweep. Kill off a Nephwi Blood Twin. He's kind of the most annoying one. We're going to save all of our cooldowns. We should be able to kill them without it. Keep those stuns out. There we go. Now from here, we're going to do the decrease attack first, just so we're not mitigated. And now we don't have to hit the boss whatsoever, right? Let him do what he wants to do. That's completely fine. We're going to place a poison on Miss Crew Traxxer. There we go. And you see the poisons get spread all the way onto the boss with that A2. And then once he drops below 50%, then we can start to reduce some turn meter as well. But the thing is, you do want to pay note that you want to keep him alive at the same time. So you don't want to be dealing a bunch of damage, right? All right, this is not looking too good here. So just keep that decreased attack on for now. Reduce the turn meter. Go poisons. Reduce the turn meter. Decrease speed. Reduce the turn meter. Hit again. Poison's going to go, and there we go. So we managed to kill him with poison, but also raw damage once we killed the side ads, and we used turn meter control to our advantage to kind of stop him from cutting in. So that's a really cool way to do it as well. Next up, we'll try Uragrim. Uragrim's a really good option as well. And then we'll go into the index for some other options as well. So for this one, this one's actually a really cool strategy because he brings in heals of his own, so you don't have to worry too much. I've taken off the regeneration for anybody that doesn't have it. So we're just going to be utilizing his skills alone to be able to get through this, right? But I'll show you those builds afterwards. You see that? Self-healing. So if you have the luxury of having a Uragrim, he's going to be phenomenal for your guys' accounts. So coming through here, detonating poisons. Nice. Now, I must say, there's not a ton of poisoners that can actually just do placements. I think there's about maybe 6 or 7. Away from that, it's just going to be the RNG element of trying to hit the boss and just be like, oh, you know, cringe a little bit at the screen. Hopefully it doesn't proc. And then if you can do that for like 2 hits, you'll be well on your way to do it. But I definitely feel like bringing in poisoners is going to be one of the best options, right? For sure. As you seen with that Tomb Lord in the previous one, we was actually hitting the boss, but because we had turn meter control, it was allowing us to cut in, place poisons, and all of that good stuff, and it's going to be phenomenal, right? I got to be quick in this video as well, because I just seen the pop-up before I started recording saying, we're going to be having downtime for 45 minutes. I think they're putting in the new patch, right? So I was like, I need to be quick here. So we're going to try and keep this under 20 minutes, just to be safe. Imagine we do all of these runs and it's like, we get to the gear. Where's the gear, YST? You know what I mean? Oh, no. No. I think we just procced the passive, guys. I was too busy focusing on the trucks outside. All right. Which one is it for the poisons? Is this one? My God, please. Oh, thankfully. We hit him so many times there. We got lucky. So let's just go. Boom. We're not going to place the actual poisons on the boss yet. We're going to focus on the A2. Or the A3, sorry. Keep poisons on the sides. Boom. Just let those tick. Completely fine. Keep the turn meter down here. Need to get some more poisons out. The turn meter's down. Here we go. More poisons. And we're going to do a very similar thing to the Tomb Lord. Like, once the targets are dead, we're going to cycle it round. Here we go. We can maybe get one more A3 off before all the targets die. If this crew traxer stays alive here. Yep, she stayed alive. Perfect. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is poison on the boss. We're going to do this. We're then going to do this. More poisons. Now we're going to try and gain control. There we go. Poisons. The fire rage is proc, so now we need to get as much poisons as possible. And there we go. So this is the thing. You need to time those poisons, get it done, and you'll be well on your way. Even if you kill the boss, you just have to have the initial setup phase to mitigate that boss's secret skill proccing. Now, let's just go into some other options here. So we go into the index. I want to speak about... Actually, I can just show you. I think I've got him built. This is another good option as well. It's better just to show all the options, right? Why not? So we've got Corvus the Corruptor. Oh, 4 minutes. All right, let's try and do that. We'll show the gear first, and then we'll go into the run towards the end. So we go into champions. Oh my God, I'm panicking now. So we got Hydis, new champion filters. So Uragrim was in a frenzy gear. This was before the nerf. But basically, this is not going to be helping him whatsoever. We're not getting debuffed, right? Main thing is we're going at 200 speed on most of these poisoners, and masteries doesn't really matter. It's just poison damage, right? But of course, if you want to utilize War Master or Giant Slayer when you're hitting the initial target, that's going to be a good thing. And these champions are fully booked on the skills to keep that consistent. Tomb Lord is what I use for my finite build. He's going at 234 speed, 100% crit rate, decent crit damage, and sustainability to survive the waves. And masteries, We've got down to the Giant Slayer, of course, for that triple hit A1. And he's also got decreased speed to slow the boss down whilst manipulating turn meter, right? So really, really cool champion. Dark Hill is in a relentless build, going at just above that 200 speed threshold once again. Decent crit rate and crit damage, and decent accuracy to place it upon the boss. Fully booked, of course, and same as Tomb Lord with the Giant Slayer Masteries. So, loads of options here. Another cool one would be Miss Gerda Bogbrew, because she places the poisons. Don't have to worry about that. She also does a cleanse. She places a weaken, but it's an attacking of all enemies, so be wary. And also a debuff spread effect on targets under weaken. So that could definitely help you out a little bit as well. But one of the main highlights is she will reduce the turn meter of the boss as well, which could play to your advantage. We have got... Did I cover Eurogrim? Yep. Alright, so Scylla the Drakes, she's not in a crazy build either. I kind of toned it down a notch for all kind of player levels. If you're more endgame, you can ramp this up. It's not a problem. But we're sitting at just above 200 speed once again. HP and defense... pretty healthy at plus 50,000, plus 3,000 as well. Crit rate and crit damage, it's all down to your discretion and how you want to build your Scylla the Drakes. And a decent accuracy just to crowd control the adds on the waves so you don't keep getting hit, right? She is also fully booked to come around on this free turn cooldown, and a mastery is going down to the War Master to deal some max HP damage once we come against the boss itself. Now, just to wrap this up, there was champions such as Outlaw Monk, who is in the Sacred Orders. Pretty phenomenal champion. But the problem is, it's hard to keep him alive, right? Like, it really depends on who you're bringing in for support. What reviver you're bringing in, which crowd control champion you're bringing in. And if you can keep him alive, he does place 2 5% poisons on the target on a 3-turn cooldown. So, could be one to maybe think about if you've built him in the past and you don't have any other options to place poisons. And if we go into the final run before this game crashes and closes and runs away. Where are you, Corvus? Please. All right, let's get him in the lead. Let's get him in the lead. We want some more defense. Now, this is going to be a phenomenal strategy, but it's very risky. And this will kind of play to your advantage for many poisoners in this game. It's that RNG element, but Corvus stands as my favorite purely because of how much he can place. Like, you get away with it once, and you're pretty much killing the boss from there. Alright, nice. Look how quickly we're killing these waves, guys. So, if you've got somebody like a Corvus, phenomenal option, for sure. Now, another way that you could do it is, it's like, I've done it with just pure damage as well, but that's so risky. And I know that players that's trying to progress when you're first doing the Nightmare campaign, it's like, ooh, you know what I mean? Alright, here we go. Not doing too bad so far. Maybe a bit more of crowd control will play to our advantage here. There we go. More poisons. That should be enough, Mr. Corvus. Let's just use your A1s now. So we can show the viewers today what you're capable of. Now, we haven't got our poisons ready. Probably a little bit useless because we're not extending anything. Let's just put some decreased attacks out. Decrease some turn meters and all of that good stuff. You could risk the stun as well. It's all down to your discretion. But let's get those poisons out. We're ramping them up. We see that there. It's a 2-time hitter. It's risky. But if you don't proc the passive, you'll be in a good place. We're now going to extend it. Why not? Now, this is like a risky place for anybody that's, you know, thrill-seeking. You know, you want that adrenaline. You can do something like this. But you see this. Look how much poisons we got. Now we can just basically just hit the boss. Why not? Just do A1s. Look. All of these poisons, he's dead. He's not going to stand a chance. And 1 minute 45 seconds, and this could be utilized for so many poisoners in this game. So basically, if you haven't got a Paragon, bring in support and crowd control, preferably Scylla the Drakes, alongside poisoners, preferably placing them, not hitting them like a Corvus, and you'll be well on your way to finish this boss, get your juicy Sacred Shard, and boom, you'll be happy time, and hopefully, you don't pull someone like Mortu Macab, or maybe you do want Mortu Macab. Back in the day, maybe you might not want him, but in Arena nowadays, he's phenomenal, right? But yeah, guys, if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And also, give me some recommendations. Where are you struggling in the game? What kind of stuff do you want me to highlight? Do you want me to cover some of the stages that you might be struggling with? Is there a particular Doom Tower boss you're struggling with? I really want to start focusing more on the progression again, as I feel like it's just missing from YouTube at the moment, and I would love to kind of revisit these things and, you know, just highlight some stuff that players are struggling with. Have an amazing rest of your day, guys, and I'll catch you guys on a video soon. Peace.